One of the ways we can continue to grow and allow this season to shape us is through prayer. Prayer can be in a lot of different ways. Most often it's just the surging of our heart toward God, but noticing maybe that God is deep within us, especially as Mary came to know it. I think that can happen in two ways. Typically, the church talks about two kinds of prayer, and they've even got crazy names for it, called cataphatic, meaning I speak to God, I pour out my heart, I tell God my problems, I listen for God, and God can speak in a zillion ways. Like through my imagination, God can speak. God can speak through the events of my life, whatever they may be. There could be little signs that only I understand that God is speaking to me. That's the cataphatic way. It's sort of external, and initially this is the way we all come to prayer, I think. The second way is more like an old people way, and this is called apophatic prayer, where I'm just quiet. I just consent to what God is doing. I give space in my life for the mystery. Maybe I'll sit for 20 minutes and allow God to simply be with me, and I pay attention to the divine presence, but without a lot of thoughts or my shopping list or the things I got to get done in the day. This little surrender helps us to move forward and deepen that divine presence. But it's an old people's way. You see it in old couples that are in a restaurant and they don't have to say a whole lot. They're just there with one another, looking into each other's eyes occasionally, but happy just to be there. They've said a lot all their whole life long, 60 years of saying, and now they don't need to say a lot, just being together. That's what we're talking about ultimately with this mystery we call God. It's a great love affair of God's more than us. But when we notice the tug toward giving ourselves to it, we could do that in some kind of prayer.